Tier 1, Desk Assistant. You are the newest person on the floor, and everyone knows it before you've said a word. Your job for now isn't trading. It's coffee orders, lunch runs, and remembering that if someone asks for cream, you don't hand them a frappuccino. It sounds small. It isn't. The desk is watching how you handle the tasks nobody respects, because that's how they decide whether to trust you with something that actually matters. You arrive before the sun most days. The desk is fully staffed long before the rest of the building shows up. You watch senior traders move faster than you can follow, shouting numbers you don't fully understand yet, and you say nothing because nobody asked you to speak. This is the entry fee. Not glamorous, not even close. Just proof that you can survive being invisible before anyone lets you be useful. Tier 2, Trading Analyst. Now you're allowed to actually work, building financial models, digging through market research, preparing the presentations senior traders use to make decisions that move real money. You're still support staff, but you're support staff with a spreadsheet now instead of a coffee order. You learn the language of the floor by immersion, not instruction. Nobody slows down to explain a term twice. You absorb it or you fall behind. Every research note you prepare might shape a trade you'll never get credit for. That's the deal at this rank. You do real work invisibly, and you wait for someone above you to notice that your work is good. Tier 3, Junior Trader. For the first time, your name is attached to something that touches the market, but not the risk. You execute trades, you facilitate the flow of orders, but the actual profit and loss on the book still belongs to someone senior watching over your shoulder. You are trusted with motion, not yet with consequence. There's an unspoken pecking order among junior traders, and the fastest way to lose your place in it is to touch the book while a senior trader's away and lose real money doing it. So you learn to walk a line, aggressive enough to prove you belong, cautious enough that no one regrets giving you the chance. It's a strange kind of pressure, real enough to feel, not yet real enough to define you if it goes wrong. Tier 4, Trading Assistant. Somewhere in this stretch of your career, you spend real time in the machinery behind the trades. Settlements, compliance checks, risk monitoring. It's less exciting than the floor. It's also where you learn what actually happens after a trade is made, the part most people never think about because it isn't loud or dramatic. This is unglamorous, necessary work, and it teaches you something the loudest traders on the floor sometimes never learn. That speed without structure is how firms lose everything. You start to understand risk not as a number on a screen, but as something with real weight behind it. Tier 5, Associate. You've made it past the purely junior tier now. Unlike the investment bankers on the other side of the building, you didn't need a graduate degree to get here. Just performance, and enough of it consistently to be trusted with more. Your book is a little bigger. Your mistakes cost a little more. Your name starts attaching to actual outcomes instead of just tasks. This is the rank where the floor stops treating you like someone learning the job and starts treating you like someone doing it. It doesn't feel like a finish line. It feels like the real test just started. Tier 6, Senior Trader. 5, 6, sometimes 8 years in, and now you're the one training the version of yourself that used to fetch coffee. You manage complex portfolios. You develop strategies instead of just executing someone else's. Junior traders watch how you handle a bad day the same way you once watched your seniors. Quietly, taking notes, deciding what kind of trader they want to become. The money is real now, and so is the exposure. A single bad call at this level isn't a lesson anymore. It's a number the whole desk feels. You've stopped being protected by your rank. Now your rank is the reason nothing protects you. Tier 7, Vice President. Now you own a book, and you manage relationships with clients large enough that losing one actually shows up in the firm's numbers. A junior trader executes under you the way you once executed under someone else, the cycle repeating itself. Except this time, you're the one being trusted, not the one earning trust. The job has changed shape entirely. It's no longer just about being right on a trade. It's about being right consistently enough that people with real money keep choosing to put it through you instead of someone else on the floor. Tier 8, Trading Director. 8 or more years in, and the job stops being about individual trades almost entirely. You oversee trading operations, you set the risk parameters other traders operate inside of. Your job now is less about making the right call in the moment and more about making sure the entire desk is built to make good calls, consistently, without you in the room. This is a strange kind of power. You're no longer the one taking the risk directly, but everyone's risk runs through decisions you made. If the desk succeeds, it's because of a structure you built. If it fails, that's on you too, whether or not you personally touched the trade that caused it. Tier 9, Managing managing director. You are the relationship manager now for the firm's biggest clients, the ones whose business defines whether the desk has a good year or a great one. You manage the sales team and the trading desk together, regulating positions and risk limits firm-wide, not just for your own book. If you've climbed further into a head of trading role, you're no longer running one desk. You're defining the trading vision for multiple desks at once, allocating capital, building the partnerships that keep the whole operation moving. You are, by almost any definition, at the top of this ladder, and yet outside this building, almost no one has ever heard your name. That's not a failure. On this floor, that's often the point. Tier 10, the fork in the road. From here, the path splits, and both outcomes are real. A rare few traders step fully out of the trading seat and into running the entire business, becoming the executives whose names actually appear in headlines, whose decisions shape the firm at the highest level. It happens. It's just genuinely uncommon, reserved for people whose influence outgrew the trading floor entirely. For almost everyone else who reaches the top of this ladder, the ending looks different, and honestly, no less impressive. You stay exactly where you are. You become one of the best paid people in the entire building, respected by everyone who understands what you do, and unknown to almost everyone who doesn't. No corner office, no headline, just a level of skill so refined that the firm builds its risk tolerance around your judgment alone. You started as the person nobody noticed, fetching coffee before sunrise. You end as someone the whole firm quietly depends on. Still, in a way, someone most people will never notice at all, just for entirely different reasons now.